Chosen one, your breakthrough is closer than you think. You may not see it yet, but the atmosphere around you is shifting in ways that cannot be undone. Everything you have endured, every tear, every silent prayer, every sleepless night, it has all been building toward this moment. You are standing on the threshold of something extraordinary, even if it still feels ordinary right now. The silence you've experienced wasn't a sign that nothing was happening. It was proof that everything was being aligned perfectly behind the scenes. The breakthrough you've been waiting for isn't far away. It's right in front of you, waiting for the final piece of divine timing to click into place. For so long, you felt like you were walking through seasons of uncertainty, wondering when the promise would finally come to pass. You've carried faith even when you felt forgotten. You've held on to hope when it seemed like everything around you was falling apart. You've believed quietly while others doubted loudly. But chosen one, heaven has seen your perseverance. Every step of your journey has been recorded, and nothing you've endured has been wasted. God has been building strength in you, refining your spirit, and positioning you for what is about to unfold. Your breakthrough is not just a single event, it's a chain reaction. One open door will lead to another. One act of obedience will unlock multiple blessings. One moment of favor will shift everything that once seemed impossible. The momentum that has been quietly building in your life is about to accelerate. What took years to build will suddenly begin to move in days. What once felt stagnant will overflow with progress. The delay you experienced was never denial. It was divine protection, making sure that when your breakthrough arrived, you would be fully prepared to sustain it. Chosen one, breakthroughs often come disguised as endings. What looks like loss is often the final step before elevation. The situations that seem to be falling apart are actually making room for what's about to rise. Do not be deceived by what your eyes see. Trust what your spirit knows. The discomfort you feel right now is not punishment. It's the stretching that happens before expansion. The chaos you sense is not destruction, it's transition. You are not losing control. You are being repositioned. Everything that seems uncertain right now is simply being rearranged to fit the new season you are stepping into. You've been asking for signs, praying for clarity, and hoping for confirmation. This message is your sign, chosen one. The things you've been waiting for are already on their way. God has not forgotten you. The same silence that once made you question is now the stillness before the sound of breakthrough. The quiet in your spirit is not absence. It's the calm before the arrival of what you've prayed for. The reason you felt such intensity lately is because the shift is close. You are standing in the final stretch before manifestation, and the spiritual tension you feel is proof that what you've been expecting is about to appear. Chosen one, the waiting was never wasted. Every season of delay was divine training. You were being prepared to carry the weight of what's coming. The lessons you've learned, the resilience you've developed, and the wisdom you've gained, all of it will now serve you in this next chapter. The strength that was forged in silence will sustain you in victory. You had to go through seasons of isolation so that when the breakthrough came, you would recognize it as the work of God, not luck or coincidence. There will come a moment soon, perhaps quietly, perhaps suddenly, when everything will shift. A door will open that you didn't even know existed. A message, a meeting, or an opportunity will appear that changes the entire direction of your life. It won't make sense to others, but it will make perfect sense to you, because your spirit will recognize that it's the moment you've been waiting for. The energy will feel different. The atmosphere will change. You'll feel the weight lift, and you'll know that the season of struggle has served its purpose. Chosen one, don't give up now. The temptation to quit is always strongest right before the breakthrough. The resistance you're facing is not a sign of defeat. It's confirmation that you're at the edge of victory. The enemy always attacks hardest when he knows something powerful is about to happen. But what's coming cannot be stopped. The door that heaven has opened for you cannot be shut by anyone. The favor that's about to flow into your life will silence every doubt, every critic, and every fear. You may not feel ready, but that's because breakthroughs never arrive in comfort zones. They appear when you choose faith over fear. They manifest when you trust the unseen plan more than your current circumstances. You are not late. You are not forgotten. You are right on schedule. Everything you've gone through, The heartbreaks, the disappointments, the lessons, the prayers has been perfectly timed. The breakthrough is not approaching, it's arriving. Chosen one, there will be a moment soon when you look back and realize that everything made sense. Every delay, every rejection, every unanswered prayer. You'll see that the pain wasn't wasted. It was the soil for your purpose. The struggle wasn't punishment. It was the shaping of your destiny. What you thought was the end was actually the setup for a divine beginning. You'll smile through tears and whisper, "Now I understand." When your breakthrough arrives, it will come with such clarity and power that it will silence every doubt you ever had. The people who questioned you will witness the transformation. The same places that once rejected you will open their doors. The same areas of life where you once struggled will overflow with abundance. What took you years to build will accelerate in a fraction of the time. This is not wishful thinking, it's divine timing. So, chosen one, keep your heart open, your faith firm, and your eyes lifted. The signs are already around you, subtle, quiet, but undeniable. You are being prepared for something greater than you can imagine. The divine alignment is complete. The spiritual doors are open. The energy around you is ripe for transformation. Every delay has brought you closer to this very moment. Your prayers are not just being heard, they're being answered. You've been through the wilderness, the waiting, and the weeping, but now you are stepping into a season of winning. Your endurance is being rewarded. Your faith is being honored. Your story is about to shift in such a way that you look back and realize that nothing was ever truly against you. It was all for your becoming. Chosen one, your breakthrough is closer than you think, closer than your doubt, closer than your fear, closer than your next breath. Don't look at the storm, look at the promise. Don't listen to the noise. Listen to the whisper in your soul that says, "It's almost time." This is your moment. The walls are falling. The doors are opening. The light is breaking through. Hold on, chosen one. You're about to see what happens when heaven says, "Now." Chosen one, your breakthrough is closer than you think. The shift you've been waiting for, the one that seemed distant, the one that you wondered if it would ever come, is already in motion. You might not feel it yet, but that's how most miracles begin. Silently, invisibly, powerfully. They begin in places where eyes cannot see but spirits can sense. The energy around you is changing, and even though the physical evidence might not yet be visible, the spiritual groundwork has already been completed. There have been times when you questioned the purpose of your waiting. You've wondered why things took so long, why doors stayed shut, and why your prayers seemed unanswered. You felt moments of exhaustion, confusion, even disappointment. But the truth, chosen one, is that nothing has been delayed. Everything has been developing. What you thought was stagnation was actually preparation. Every unanswered prayer was a redirection. Every season of silence was heaven's way of strengthening your discernment, so that when the breakthrough arrived, you would recognize it as divine, not coincidental. You see, God doesn't build quickly. He builds deeply. The longer the preparation, the greater the impact. The deeper the foundation, the higher the elevation. And that's why your journey has taken time, because what's being prepared for you is not something small or temporary. It's something that will last, something that will redefine your life, something that will glorify the one who chose you. Chosen one, when the breakthrough comes, it will not arrive quietly. It will come with clarity, with confirmation, with momentum. There will be no confusion, no second guessing. You'll know it's your time, because everything will begin to align in ways that make no logical sense. People will show up out of nowhere. Opportunities will find you effortlessly, and what once required struggle will flow with ease. Even your thoughts will begin to align with divine timing. Ideas, inspiration, and insight will come to you in perfect sequence. Right now, you are standing in what feels like the in-between, that sacred, silent space between prayer and manifestation. But even here, in the uncertainty, things are happening. Heaven is rearranging situations, conversations, and connections in your favor. You're being positioned for divine collision, that moment when preparation meets purpose. The waiting you've endured has not been empty. Every day you chose to keep going. Every time you refused to give up. Every time you believed even when you couldn't see. All of it has been building the momentum for what's about to break open. Sometimes, the greatest sign that your breakthrough is near is the increase in pressure. You may feel like everything is testing you all at once. Your patience, your strength, your faith. That's not a coincidence. That's spiritual tension. And tension always comes before release. The discomfort you feel is not a sign of defeat. It's the contraction before birth. The breakthrough is not a gentle whisper. It's the moment when the heavens roar. Now is the time. Chosen one, this is why your endurance matters. You have carried faith through storms that would have crushed others. You've kept believing when the evidence told you not to. You've prayed when your heart was tired and still whispered, "I trust you." That faith, that quiet, unwavering faith, is what has unlocked this next season. Because breakthroughs are not given to those who are loudest. They are entrusted to those who are most faithful. Soon, you will see the signs. You'll begin to notice small shifts, a message, a meeting, a moment of unexpected favor. These will not be random. They will be divine indicators that the breakthrough has already begun. You might receive a call that changes your direction. You might meet someone who opens a door you didn't even know existed. Or you may simply wake up one day and feel something in your spirit say, "It's here." And when it happens, it will all make sense. Every season of pain, every long night, every unanswered question, you'll see how perfectly it was orchestrated. You'll realize that you were never behind. You were simply being synchronized with divine timing. The delay wasn't meant to break you. It was meant to build you. Because when the breakthrough comes, you won't just be receiving blessings. You'll be ready to carry them with grace, wisdom, and strength. Chosen one, your breakthrough is not far off in the distance. It's closer than you think, closer than your doubt, closer than your fear, closer than your next breath. You've come too far to turn back now. You're at the edge of something extraordinary. You're standing at the doorway of destiny, and all of heaven is waiting for you to take the next step in faith. Do not lose heart. The reason things feel intense is because you're at the final stage of transformation. The same way dawn follows the darkest part of the night, your breakthrough is following the hardest part of your journey. You are standing in the final stretch, the moment before the light pierces through. The storm may still be raging, but that's only because the blessing it's protecting is too great to be revealed prematurely. Chosen one, there will come a day soon, and it's closer than you imagine, when everything will click into place. You'll receive a message that changes everything. A door will open effortlessly. A long-awaited answer will appear, and you will realize that the wait is over. You'll know, in the deepest part of your spirit, that God has turned the page and begun to write a new chapter in your story. When that moment comes, don't question it. Don't shrink back. Don't let fear convince you that you're not ready. You are ready. You've been prepared, molded, refined, and tested for this. The same grace that carried you through the wilderness will carry you through the breakthrough. The same faith that kept you alive in the storm will now guide you into calm waters. The same strength that made you endure will now make you thrive. And when you step into that new season, chosen one, remember to give thanks. Remember to honor the path that brought you there. Remember to look back, not with regret, but with gratitude. Because every tear, every prayer, every delay was the currency that paid for your miracle. The road wasn't easy, but it was necessary. And now, you will see that nothing was wasted. Your breakthrough is not waiting for you to be perfect. It's waiting for you to believe. It's waiting for your heart to say, "Even if I can't see it yet, I know it's already mine." Because faith doesn't just move mountains. It reveals what was hidden behind them all along. So lift your head, chosen one. Wipe your tears. The long season of uncertainty is closing. The weight you've been carrying is lifting. The divine timing you've prayed for is here. Everything that felt delayed will accelerate. Everything that felt scattered will come together. Everything that seemed impossible will unfold before your eyes. The doors that were closed are about to open. The blessings that were held up are about to be released. The answers you've been seeking are about to find you. You are closer than you think, closer than you've ever been. Your breakthrough is not a distant dream. It's the next heartbeat. It's the next sunrise. It's the next yes that heaven whispers into your life. Chosen one, Hold on, because the wait is over. The breakthrough is here. Chosen one. Sometimes the breakthrough doesn't announce itself with noise or lightning. It arrives in whispers. It begins with an inner knowing, a soft voice in your spirit that says, "It's time." You might not see the results yet, but something inside of you already knows the change has begun. The spiritual atmosphere around you is different now. The air feels heavier with divine purpose. The silence feels sacred rather than empty, and your soul can sense movement in the unseen. That's how breakthroughs begin, not with chaos, but with quiet alignment. You've walked through seasons that others wouldn't have survived. You've endured silent battles, internal wars, unseen struggles that no one else knew about. You smiled through pain, worked through exhaustion, and believed through heartbreak. And even when you felt unseen, heaven saw you. Even when you felt unheard, heaven listened. Every tear you cried became a seed. Every time you said, "I'll keep going," the universe took note. And now, those seeds are about to break through the soil of your struggle. Chosen one, you're not waiting for your breakthrough to happen. Your breakthrough has been waiting for you to become ready, to become aware, to become strong enough to hold the weight of what's coming. You see, a blessing that arrives before your character is prepared becomes a burden. That's why the waiting was necessary. It wasn't punishment. It was divine refinement. The fire you went through wasn't to destroy you. It was to shape you into someone who could carry the promise with wisdom and humility. Every storm you survived, every delay you endured, every disappointment you outlasted, it all served a purpose. You were being trained to operate on a higher level, to hear the voice of God clearly, to walk with discernment rather than desperation. And now, the same situations that once broke you are about to bless you. The very areas of your life that felt like ruins will become altars of testimony. You will look at what once caused you pain and realize that it was the birthplace of your purpose. Chosen one, you are on the edge of manifestation. The spiritual shift that has been building for months, maybe years, is reaching its tipping point. There's a pressure that you feel, not because you're failing, but because the breakthrough is pressing against the walls of your current reality. It wants to be born. It's waiting for your full surrender, your full faith, your full yes. This is not the time to pull back or to question what's next. This is the moment to hold your peace and trust that what you've prayed for is already here, forming in the unseen, ready to emerge. You see, God doesn't rush. He reveals. And when he reveals, it happens suddenly. But that sudden moment is the result of years of unseen preparation. That's where you are right now. The unseen preparation has been completed. The pieces are in place. The alignment has happened. The breakthrough is simply waiting for divine timing to lift the veil. And when it comes, it will not trickle, it will overflow. The opportunities that were delayed will appear simultaneously. The blessings that seemed lost will return multiplied. The people who left will be replaced by those who are meant to build with you. The silence will give way to a sound of movement, doors opening, messages coming, ideas flowing, peace returning. Everything that once resisted you will now respond to you, because the season has changed. Chosen one, you've been feeling this shift in your spirit. The restlessness you've sensed lately is not confusion, it's recognition. Your spirit recognizes that the season is about to turn. You've been in a cocoon, and now the walls of that cocoon are cracking. It's not because you're trapped, it's because you're being released. The pressure, the intensity, the urgency, it's all part of your emergence. You're not breaking down, you're breaking out. Soon, you'll wake up one day and realize that everything feels different. The heaviness that once sat on your chest will be gone. The fear that once kept you still will no longer have power. The people who doubted you will watch as the very thing you were praying for unfolds right in front of them. And when it does, you'll understand why it had to take time. Because what's being birthed through you is not ordinary. It's divine. Chosen one, the breakthrough is not just about receiving what you want. It's about becoming who you were always meant to be. The process wasn't meant to hurt you. It was meant to reveal you. You had to go through confusion to learn clarity. You had to walk through lack to understand abundance. You had to experience rejection so you could recognize true alignment. And now, every lesson you've learned is about to serve you. You are walking into a season where wisdom, timing, and faith collide, and that collision will change everything. There's a reason you've been tested so fiercely lately. The enemy doesn't fight what isn't threatening. The resistance you've faced is confirmation that your next level is moments away. Every spiritual battle, every emotional exhaustion, every random obstacle, it was all proof that you're close. And the closer you get, the louder the opposition becomes. But don't let it shake you. Chosen one. The resistance is always greatest right before release. You're not fighting alone. You're surrounded by divine orchestration. Angels have been assigned to your path. The things you can't control are being controlled by the one who can. And when it all unfolds, you'll look back and realize that you didn't have to fight for the breakthrough. You only had to stay in position for it. You were never forgotten. You were being prepared. Chosen one, picture this. All the threads of your life, the mistakes, the delays, the victories, the heartbreaks, all being woven together into something breathtaking. That's what's happening right now. The tapestry of your destiny is being completed. From your perspective, it may look like chaos, but from heaven's view, it's perfect symmetry. The threads that seem disconnected are forming a masterpiece. And when it's revealed, everyone, including you, will see that it could only have been the hand of God. When your breakthrough comes, it will not just bless you, it will inspire others. People will see your story and realize that faith still works, that prayer still moves mountains, that God still fulfills promises. Your life will become a living testimony. The same people who once questioned your silence will now witness your success. And they will know it wasn't luck, it was divine timing. So, chosen one, keep your heart steady. Keep your mind at peace. Keep your faith strong. Because the breakthrough isn't approaching, it's unfolding. Each day, each breath, each prayer is pulling it closer into reality. Heaven is aligning every detail. The storm is passing. The dawn is near. The promise is within reach. You don't have to force it. You don't have to fear it. You only have to believe. Because when God decides it's time, nothing, no delay, no doubt, no force of opposition, can stop what's meant for you. Your breakthrough is closer than you think. Chosen one. Closer than your doubts. Closer than your fears. Closer than your next sunrise. The shift is happening. The promise is alive. The time is now.